Welcome back to ATVN. Summer is right around the corner, and USC baseball is looking to heat up. The Trojans have lost 4 in a row and now head to Corvallis to face the top-ranked Oregon State Beavers. The Trojans now have a losing record, but know they have what it takes to pull off the upset.
You can't get excited to play the number 1 team in the country in front of a sold-out crowd. I mean, why are you playing? So I think that I look at it as, no one's going to expect much from us going up there the way we've been playing the last couple of weeks other than us. And so it's kind of us against everybody.
The Beavers are a tough match for any team, but with only 17 games remaining, the Trojans will be looking to ignite a second-half turnaround in order to make a postseason push. And speaking of postseason, the MPSF Women's Lacrosse Tournament kicks off on Thursday here at USC. USC clinched the top seed and a first-round bye in the tournament, so they'll face either Oregon or San Diego State on Friday. SC has already beaten both of them this year, but they know that anything is possible in postseason play. Lacrosse will kick off postseason play on Friday at noon on McAllister Field. Not all postseason play is happening here, though. The women's water polo team will be playing in the MPSF tournament at UCLA. The team's first game will be against San Jose State, but the field only gets more difficult from there.
We always have to address our opponent at hand and the game in front of us, otherwise we're not going to make it to those other games. So it's important that we know our plan for San Jose before we get to the other games, but also prepare for the tournament as a whole.
The nation's top 5 teams are all in the MPSF. So in order to win the title, SC will have to get through both Stanford and UCLA, who have already beaten them earlier this season. It's shaping up to be a thrilling tournament, and the action kicks off on Friday. So it's the end of April. Baseball, basketball, and hockey are all in full swing, but I'm here with Terrence Davis to talk some football. Some former Trojan standouts are hoping to hear some big news this weekend, and we're here to preview the NFL Draft by playing a little game of true or false. So Terrence, let's jump right in with the first guy experts are saying are going to come off the board, Adoree Jackson. He's really explosive on both sides of the ball and in special teams, so my question is, true or false, Adoree will make an instant impact in the NFL?
I'm going to go with false. First, Adoree will experience growing pains like most cornerbacks in the NFL. It's a steep learning curve. It's the hardest position to learn in the NFL. The game is faster. It's more physical. Adoree is small for his position, so we have to adjust to that. He also needs to work on his footwork and technique. He will be an instant impact in the return and wide receiver, but he really needs to work on his coverage skills. So it's an adjustment for him in that right.
All right, so after Adoree, a lot of experts are saying the next USC guy who's going to be taken is Juju Smith-Schuster. So he had a phenomenal sophomore year in 2015. People were saying that he could be a future first-round pick, but now a lot of mock drafts say he's going to go in maybe the 3rd. So my question for you now is, true or false, Juju Smith-Schuster is being underrated?
So I'm going to go with true on that one. He's being significantly undervalued. Now, he won't ever wow you with his 40 time, but he's a gamer, and he plays big. He has an NFL physique. He's NFL ready, strong hands, and he approaches the game as a competitive edge. He approaches the game. He's not afraid from contact. He's not afraid to get in there and mix it up with the DBs. So I really like Smith-Schuster. I think he's really being undersold in this draft, but he's a great player, and he has a lot of upside.
All right, so this last one's a bit of a fun one. We're looking a bit at the pro side. LA now has 2 NFL teams. So this last question is, true or false, either Adoree or Juju will be taken by one of those teams, the Rams or the Chargers?
So true for that, too. And I think both of them are actually going to be picked by LA teams.
Wow, bold take, Terrence.
Both take. So the Los Angeles Chargers, they need to address their offensive line in the first round. However, in the 2nd or 3rd round with their picks, they're likely to pick up Juju Smith-Schuster, who will be a nice pairing with Keenan Allen. For the Rams, they need weapons all over the field. And I think a triple threat like Adoree Jackson, who is a great return man, a wide receiver, and is capable at cover corner, I feel like he would be a great addition to their team. So both players projected to stay in LA. I think they're both going to stay here.
All right, so they might not be moving far, So thanks, Terrence, for stopping by. The draft starts on Thursday, and you can catch the action on ESPN and NFL Network. Back to you, Juliet and Brad.